Every year, millions of people set goals, getting fitter, wealthier, getting better in contact with their family. But then January fades and it disappears. Motivation disappears. Everything that they set that they will do disappears. And before they know it, the year is gone. Let's face it, most people won't achieve anything in 2026. Not because they can't, but just because they don't do the things that they are required. Maybe this is the reason why you clicked on this video. Maybe you just want to get better, wealthier, or maybe study better. But the truth is, you gotta get uncomfortable. There's never a right time and you will never feel ready. It's just about doing the work, especially if you don't feel like it. And the hardest truth is that no one is coming to save you. Not your parents, not your friends, no one. And also not some future version of yourself that is going to save you and tell you, come on, get up. You gotta do this and you gotta do that. Even though it's quite terrifying, you will understand later if you get into it that it was the whole time only in your head. Because once you stop waiting for external rescue, you will reclaim your power. You will realize there was never a better timing than now, and there was never a better opportunity than now. Most of people blame it on their energy, time, money, and so on. Responsibility isn't punishment, it's the path. People love to talk about motivation, and that's a feeling, and it fades. Motivation won't get you anywhere if you don't start, and with starting and continuing, we talk about discipline. Discipline is what takes over when the motivation disappears. The most successful people on the world don't rely on their feelings and they don't rely on when they feel motivated or when they're just in the mood. They show up and do the work whether they feel like it or don't. They don't negotiate with their emotions, they just do it anyways. And that's exactly what separates the dreamers from the doers. You don't need stronger motivation, you just need systems. Or one big system. A consistent wake-up time, a consistent study schedule, a consistent work schedule, or even a workout schedule. A deep work routine, or even a routine where you don't use social media, where you, for example, uninstall the app and don't use social media at all. For example, if you struggle with procrastination, for example. And here's a little irony. The more disciplined you will get, the more motivated you will get. It's not the other way around. And that's just because progress breeds passion. Small wins build confidence. Confidence builds repetition because you like what you do. You feel confident doing it. And then you feel motivated because you will realize that, oh, it's actually not that hard. I can do it. So you repeat it, and then you build a habit, and then you just wait for the success to come to you. Discipline just turns momentum into mastery. You become what you do daily. Your habits are not just actions. They are the votes for the person you're gonna become. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. You want to get in shape? It's not about one massive workout. It's because continuously going to the gym, even for shorter periods of time, like for example 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, instead of one big workout for an hour. It's about showing up 5 times a week instead of 1 time per week. And yes, the compounding effect is real. And it doesn't matter if it's for a workout, studying, or even cooking. 1% every day may not feel like much, but over a year, if you do it, that will make a difference. Tiny decisions made daily will make a big difference at the end. But there's a catch. It works both ways. 1% worse every day? Yeah, that works also. It works also in the opposite direction. Excellence is not a single act, it's a habit. And I've been in the position. I was not able to post even 1 video per month. I started YouTube and I was not even able to start. I started, I don't know how many Instagram accounts. I started an Instagram account for studying that blew up right now. Thank you so much for following. I started also a gym account. I started a video game account. I started a sports account. I started multiple accounts, multiple YouTube channels, also for drawing, for maths, and so on. Nothing worked because I was not consistent. And the day I became consistent, it worked. I wasn't able to look at myself and say, I tried 9 or 10 times, even 20 times, and I was not able to even once stick to it for at least 3 or 4 months. After 1 month or even 2 weeks, I just quit. And then one day, I just talked to myself and said, okay, I'm gonna buy a stabilizer or something. I'm gonna buy something for my camera. Or I'm gonna buy a camera, for example. I bought a new phone. And I set up the phone and I said, okay, I'm gonna record one video or one reel per day. And I stick to it, and it was hard. That was the hardest thing. The hardest thing is always to begin. I stick to it day after day, and after a month I realized that I created a new habit. And then I stayed consistent and it worked. Now I'm trying to also focus more on YouTube, but it's not the way that I expected it, because doing YouTube is extremely different to, I don't know, Instagram, TikTok, and so on. The long form content is way more complicated. You got to do more scripts and so on. And with 2 jobs that I have, also tutoring, teaching a little bit, doing the Instagram that I do, it's way harder than I expected, and finding the time to actually record a video is very hard. For example, right now it's a little bit before 11 p.m. So finding the time to record a video is very hard, but you know, that was a little bit of a story time right now, but I hope you get what I mean. I'm working right now on a system or like a habit tracker for you and for me, where I can, just write down what I did. I can just make little marks. I'm just working on it. I don't know how it will look like. You can check out my Instagram for more information. I will leave it somewhere there when it's ready. But consistency is something a lot of people struggle, and don't let 2026 be another year where you don't achieve anything. It's not that hard. You just need to start and push through. The first 2 weeks will be hard, all right? That's the only part that will be hard. After 3 weeks, you will create a little bit of a habit. After a month, you will realize it was not that hard at all. Then you will, if you really like it, you will enjoy it, and then you realize, oh, I created a new habit. So stick to it, do what you need, do what needs to be done to achieve your goals. I don't know if it's starting a business, getting straight A's, having a 4.0 GPA. It doesn't matter if it's in the work side or study side. Doesn't matter. Just stick to it. If you have any questions, you can DM me on Instagram. I will try to answer all of the questions, even though I get a lot of DMs, just based off a couple of videos that I do on Instagram and also right now on YouTube. So just, ask me there. And if you have any other questions, you can leave a comment. So don't let 2026 be another year where you set goals for it and don't achieve anything. Start, push through, and you will see that if you stay disciplined, the rewards will come. All right. Have a great 2026. Have a great start in the year. And if this is the last video that you will see in this year, I wish you a great 2026 and a happy new year. See you guys in the next one. Bye.